Yes. Yeah, what's good, family? It's the guy, DJ Ant, and welcome to the Trend City Radio Top 40 Recap. Oh yeah. So we about to deep sea dive right into it. Coming in at number 1, we got my man's K. Fu Shamir with his sixth number 1 hit of the year on Trend City Radio. And this time, this is with the legendary single Soul's Hip Hop. And the reason why I call this track legendary, man, because as soon as this track hit Trend City Radio, especially with his recent album release, man, the track blew up. He had I think about 3 or 4 singles that was on the station at the time. Attitude was one of them, which still currently on the station. California Dreamin', featuring Gov 80 was another one. And he had another one, man. He had about 3 or 4 of them things on there, but Soul's Hip Hop is the one that rose to the top. As my man K-Fu like to say, you know what I mean? The cream always rises to the top, family. And this is the second time this single hit number 1. So big ups to my man's K-Fu for doing this thing. Big ups. Coming in at number 2, we got Reality and Flatline with the hit single Party or What. This track was actually at number 6 last week. Jumped up 4 of them things, holding it down at that number 2 position. They working on another number 1 as well from this particular single right here, Party or What. We'll see if they get it, man. They already had a number 1 in the past. We'll see if they can get one in the future. We'll see what's good. Coming in at number 3, we got All Aces with the hit single Big Boy. This track was actually at number 2 last week. Went back a spot, but still holding it down at that top 3 position, man. Holding it down at that number 3 spot in that top 3. Big ups to All Aces. Always doing this thing. One of them pure tracks that came all the way down in the lower tier of the top 40s and jumped all the way up, worked his way up week by week. Now in that top 3. Shout out to All Aces for doing this thing. And staying strong and consistent with it. Big ups, big ups. Coming in at number 4, we got Sunny Cole with the hit single Weary of My Kind. This track was actually at number 8 last week. Went up 4 of them things, holding it down at that number 4 position, now in that top 5 spot. Big ups to Sunny Cole, man. He working on another number 1 as well as he trying to get up there. He had 3 already this year. He trying to get his 4th one. We'll see if he can get it. Big ups to Sunny Cole for doing this thing. Coming in at number 5, we got Carrie Cleveland. The veteran Carrie Cleveland. The beautiful, the talented Carrie Cleveland with the hit single Make Love to Me. This track was actually at number 3 last week. Went back a few spots, but still holding it down in that top 5 at the top 5 position, as my man Cleveland would say. 44 years in the making. This is 44 years in the making, family. Big ups to Carrie Cleveland. And she been doing it for 44 years. And she's still twerking that thing, as I like to say. She's still twerking that thing. Still out there, still performing. Still out there, still selling albums. Man, she doing it all independently. Big ups to Carrie Cleveland for doing her thing. Number 5. Trend City Radio Countdown, doing it big, yes sir. Coming in at number 6, we got Sterling Christian with the hit single Came a Long Way. This track was actually at number 7 last week, jumped up a spot, now it's holding down at that number 6 position. Sterling Christian right now is preparing for the new season of the Cypher League. He was champion last season. We'll see if he can get another one this season, man. He got a tough lineup to go through, but you know, he might get it. He might get it. You know what I mean? He got it last season, and he might get this number 1 too. Big ups to Sterling Christian coming in at number 6. Trend City Radio Top 40 Countdown. Coming in at number 7, we got Tesla Nay back in that top 10. Coming in at number 7 this week with the hit single Southern Soul Weekend. This track was at number 10 last week. Speaking of the top 10, she was actually in the top 10 last week at number 10, and she jumped up a few of them things, now holding it down at that number 7 position this week. Big ups to Tesla Nay. She got a big schedule ahead of her for the next few months, man. Doing it real big right now. You know what I mean, with her performances. You feel me? You might want to go check her page out, man, because she be posting them up, man. If you want to check her out live, Tesla Nay is doing it real big. Big ups to her. Big ups to East Oakland management for doing their thing. Yes, sir. Coming in at number 8, we got Royalty Music with the hit single Bye Ya Ya. This track was actually at number 9 last week. Jumped up a spot. Now holding it down at that number 8 position. Royalty Music just recently had a birthday, so happy birthday to her. Big ups to her, man, doing it real big, man. This is a real dope single for her. It's been blowing up very big recently. I've been seeing a lot of radio play coming out her way, and she doing it real big, man. Doing it real big with promoting this music, and a lot of fans, a lot of supporters are starting to get behind it. Big ups to Royalty Music, man, for doing her thing. Coming in at number 9, we got my man's Too Real with the hit single Picture Perfect. This track was actually at number 11 last week. My man sliding back in that top 10, jumped up 2 spots. Now holding it down at the number 9 position. Big ups to my man's Too Real for doing this thing, man, and we'll see if he could climb up and gain him another number 1, as he had a number 1 with this particular single before. We'll see if he can get his second number 1 coming up in the near future. Big ups to Too Real. Coming in at number 10, we got my man's Charisma with the hit single Big Memphis. This track was at number 16 last week. Slid up 6 of them things back in that top 10 for the second time in the last 3 weeks. My man's Charisma been doing it real big, especially with the music video. If you haven't checked out the official music video, you're sleeping, family. Make sure you go check that out. We've been blowing it up all on the Trend City page, on the Instagram page, on the Facebook, on Twitter. Make sure y'all go check out them social media accounts, man, and check out my man's Charisma, because he doing it big with that new music video, Big Memphis. Check that out. And that is the top 10 of the Top 40 Countdown. It's the God, itsDjAnt. Make sure y'all tune in every Friday, family. We live and we lit. Let's get it.